This is Stephen Alexander, another BSFS movie review. It's here! It's finally here! I've been waiting for this for almost a whole year. What is this? Resistance, Battle of Philadelphia by Asli Dukan. For a moment, I almost called her Goldakat. Anyway, this is a series I've seen hyped around the club website and the GoFundMe pages. Let's see if it lives up to the hype. If I understand the story correctly, a corporation has taken over control of Philadelphia and the surrounding communities 20 minutes into the future. Because you know they all want that sweet, sweet parking ticket money. So, just like Detroit in the RoboCop series, the police have become violent and corrupt. Every corporate thought has been suppressed, and police drones fly around the city, ready to zap people who misbehave. The evil police force shoots an unarmed woman before the start of the series. The protests and police crackdown are covered in the prologue. Black community leaders, beleaguered by the violence and scared of the power of the state, debate what to do. In the main series, a small group of radicals figure out the weaknesses in the police state and take action. The show is a series of key events before and after the group takes action against the police. If you're a proponent of police drones, you'll like this show. If you hate the police and like bad slam poetry, you'll like this show. If you like action sequences, probably not. What did I like about the story? The way it was filmed, with the special effects only a side note rather than the focus, with the focus on the community members and house leaders, gives the viewer a bird's-eye view and a playbook of the resistance. I felt that the actors, while their dialogue was a bit stilted and academic at times, really conveyed the feeling of a community stressed by a now omnipresent police state around them. We don't see things from the other side's perspective as to why the corporation directly took over or why the Constitution was limited in such a fashion. Perhaps the director is saving that for the next season. While it limits the story, it does prevent the story's focus from going off track. It's the kind of show that makes you think in some ways, especially if you've never felt the sting of omnipresent Big Brother. And that's something I will always appreciate. What didn't I like about the story? I'm going to be perfectly honest here. There were a few things I was disappointed with. First off, the acting in some scenes wasn't great. Episode 5 has a leading character that sounds like she's reading her lines out loud to a crowd. It would have helped if she was pulling a Kirk with extra ham, but she didn't go there. Second, for a show with an action premise, there wasn't much action at all. I was expecting a massive shootout or at least some fisticuffs with the Liberty Bell. It would have been worth it if the good guy rang the cracked bell with the skull of a bad guy, but I guess a scene that cool wasn't in the budget. Oh. The key event wasn't even shown. The last 2 episodes deal with the fallout of the action that happened off screen. I barely know what they did! Come on, I want to see the fight! Thirdly, the soundtrack was minimal and not exactly catchy, so I did enjoy the theme song a bit. The episodes are short, and since they're all out now, the director doesn't need to have an opening scene in every episode. In fact, you could mash the episodes into one file and make it a short film to save time. My recommendation. Resistance is trying to be Selma in a colony TV show setting. In many ways, it works. In some ways, it doesn't. I'm still going to recommend it because it makes for great urban sci-fi, but I don't think a network like Hulu or CBS will pick it up. Maybe BET or TV1 or Sci-Fi, but that's a stretch at best. Not unless the director remakes Season 1. When doing so, it would be more action-styled and lose some of the oppressive feeling that makes the show work. I give Resistance, Battle of Philadelphia, a first strike score of 4 out of 5 stars. This Resistance will be broadcast globally. After you finish watching PewDiePie. What kind of name is PewDiePie anyway? Got any questions, suggestions, or works for me to review? Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, you can't fight the power unless you have stylish yet hard to see through sunglasses. Seriously, how does she drive with those darn things on? Have a wonderful new year, and I'll be back next year with Battle Dream Chronicles.